Hey, everybody, is the Fat Man in Vegas coming to you with the Daily Dump, episode 9. And here was just a kind of brief idea that I had. I was thinking about getting a logo made, probably contacting some of the people out there on the little indie podcasting scene, maybe the Art of Adam L, and see how much a logo would cost me to make, but it would be something that I could print out and laminate. And then, as I'm using random bathrooms across Las Vegas, essentially, or when we go on vacation in California and different stuff like that, I could have this laminated logo with me and, like a double-sided sticky tape or something, and just put that shit on the wall everywhere I go. So, like, I could be like, right here, I could have, the Daily Dump, and maybe like in dry erase marker, right, episode 9, or like have it right behind me and be like, oh, the Daily Dump, episode 9, coming to you from a trucker's gas station out somewhere in California. I believe I saw Brad Pitt's character from California murdering young hookers and putting them in the trunk out back. But hey, it's good to be a fat guy. Fat guys don't get killed because we weigh a lot and nobody wants to move that body. Everybody kills the cute skinny bitches. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I was thinking about that, just like a nice little logo. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I will be back later with some other stuff. So I recently picked up NBA Playground. Wanted to call it NBA Ballers, NBA Jam, whatever. It's all in the same vein, but NBA Playground on the Switch. And it's not a bad game. Not a bad game. Liking it a little bit. It's nice to be able to pick it up just, 5-10 minutes, be able to play a couple of games, maybe play around, whatever. It's really cool how you progress and unlock other NBA players. However, there are some things that I don't like very well. Like, I'm okay with the first shot gets the extra point. That's not too bad if you can time when to get the tip off well. You up your chances huge on that. However, this whole perfect shot thing being worth an extra point, to be honest, I think it kind of sucks. I get a whole lot less perfect shots than the computer does, and I feel like this sometimes interferes with my fun when, the next thing you know, the computer just blows you up, and you've got a situation where it's almost impossible to get back in the game. For instance, 4 or 5 games in, the computer won the tip-off. They got a perfect shot, first score, 3-pointer to start the game. They're up 5-0. I get the ball, I pass it out to my guy, I go in for a duck, they murder my guy, they get the ball back, come back, hit a perfect shot 3-pointer. So they've scored twice, they're up 9-0. That makes it a little difficult to come back by. You've got to mug them, you've got to get lucky and get back into that game, and, stuff like that is just, I've had several times where the computer's been down by 10 or 12 points, and next thing you know, it's like, perfect shot, perfect shot, perfect shot, and they're right back in the game. It makes it very difficult. The other thing is that little funny bar where when you fill it up, you get some sort of advantage. The one with the layup being worth the extra couple points, that's okay. The one where you get the unlimited stamina, that's pretty cool. But the one with double points for the dunks, that one, whew, you get that in a game and you've pretty much won it. Or if they get it in a game, it's probably over because that thing goes on for like 45 seconds. And even if they score 3 dunks in that period, that's an extra, instead of being worth 6 points, it's now worth 12 points. So, I don't know. It's fun. I'm probably not going to play it online. The whole reason I went in favor of this game over something else was the fact that if I picked it up, I get free Shaq Fu later. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to go through all the tournaments. I'm going to beat all the single player stuff. Probably not going to bother to unlock everything, but I ended up with a free Shaq Fu, and that was really what mattered. Shaq Fu! Yes, you see that little guy right there. So when he is playing with his cars, he's got his Lightning McQueen travel set, and he puts them all inside
That way they ride in comfort. Isn't that right, Jacob? Yes? Look. Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
Oh! Yeah, so he's kind of amusing that way. I love that little baby. Woo! Woo!
Hey now, think the camera's facing the wrong direction. Oops, sorry about that, senor. Alrighty, so I just watched the Pokemon Direct. Or the Nintendo Direct all about Pokemon. Whatever you want to call it. Watched it on my Switch, so the first thing I want to say is it's pretty cool that you can watch these things on the Switch. Normally they'd be all over YouTube or you'd have to go find them somewhere. In which case I'd never watch them, but now I just get this little notification on my Nintendo machine, and I can watch it. So this keeps me more informed and more in contact, and I'm digging it. Anyway, on to the actual information. Pokken Tournament, or whatever it's called, don't really care, don't like fighting games, never been into them, played a little bit of Street Fighter when I was younger. I enjoyed Injustice, but pretty much only single player mode. Same thing with some of the more recent Mortal Kombats. But I only play the single player mode. I don't like the online stuff. I think it comes down to the fact that I suck at video games. I'm horrible. I don't have the finger button mashing skills to be good at it. Probably the same reason why I will never really play much ARMS online, except for currently during the test punch, ARMS was fun. The big problem is once all the skill starts coming in. Oh, I got a phone call from somewhere in Kansas. Wonder if I should answer it. When all the skill comes into play, that's when I'm just going to get beat, and it's not going to be worth it anymore. So, anyway, on to Pokemon. The whole Pokken fighting game. Might end up getting it for my 11-year-old, as he just loves Pokemon, and he might enjoy it, and he might put some hours into it. But it was that little Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon thing that really got me. I'm interested in them, and I know my 11-year-old's going to be, so I'm going to pick up a pack. I'll probably have Moon, and he'll have Sun again, and then we'll play the hell out of them. Probably put another 40 to 50 hours into it. He's going to want the Pokebank so that he can transfer his characters back and forth and stuff, so we'll probably do that as well. And I want to say for the record that I'm okay with this stuff being on a 3DS. I completely understand why. You have 50, 60 million people owning 3DSs, and you have 3 or 4 million people owning the Switch. Last I checked, Pokemon X and Y did over 16 million units. Pokemon Sun and Moon has done over 14 or 15 million units. So you put out a new Pokemon game, if you put it on the Switch, what are you going to sell? 3, 4 million copies? Or if you put it on the 3DS, you're going to sell another 14, 15, 16 million copies. Maybe because this is the second part, maybe you're only going to sell 10 million copies. That's still more than you're going to sell on the Switch. It's going to take you a couple of years to get there. Just because of the install base, just because those systems aren't out there yet. So, yeah, I totally get it. And the other thing is, I'm not one of these Switch elitists. I'm not one of these people that are like, I can't go back to my 3DS. I ain't gonna play that thing no more. I got the new Switch. Why would I put the 3DS? That screen's so small. They got 2 screens, and they got this weird 3D thing going on. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it, man. I like the Switch. I like Switch. Oh, is that my PS4? I'm gonna play that for a little bit because it's got more adult games on it. But yeah. I only gonna play my Switch. You know what I'm talking about? 2DS, that's dumb. 3DS, that's dumb. Just play the new shit. We don't need the old shit. But no, dude, I love my Switch. Rewind! I love my 3DS. I still play it. I got at least 1 game on there now. I've got 4 or 5 games in my Amazon cart just waiting for me to push buy now because I never got around to them. I'm probably going to be playing my 3DS for another 3, 4, 5 years based on how much I want to play and how much I actually get to play. So, yeah, I love my Switch. I like it a lot better than my 3DS, just screen size, looks, feel. The fact that when I take it to work, people are like, oh, is that the new Nintendo Switch? Meet me in the adult bathroom. That has never happened. That's just my imagination. Girlies don't go wild over the Switch. It's only the dorky guys. Dude, is that the Switch? You got Mario Kart on there? Yeah, I can't wait, man. We're gonna play some Mario Kart. Hold on a second. Yes. Alrighty, so yeah. There he is again, the love of my life. He does not play the Nintendo Switch. He threw a controller once. Did you just blow a kiss? So yeah. All things considered, the Direct was okay. It's stuff that does not need to be announced at E3, but it's cool they're having a tournament. You know, maybe the tournament will be cool. Either way, yeah, this is the Fat Man in Vegas. I'm signing out, and we will talk to you within the next couple of days. This has been your Daily Dump. Probably should have wiped first.